The Frozen Fairy's Magical Quest. In the hills of Ireland, where it rarely snows, a spell was cast and a fairy froze. When she awoke, scared, shaking, and small, she cried and she cried because she had no hair at all. Her mom and her dad still said she was pretty, but other people laughed or stared full of pity. "Enough," she said, "I will find some hair. This being bald just isn't fair." "I'll go on a quest," she said to herself, "but not on my own, with my favorite elf." She found her elf friend sitting under a tree. "Megan," she said, "will you please come with me?" Megan looked at her fondly and said with a smile, "Okay, I'll go with you, but just for a while." They tightly held hands and flew up in the sky. They were up in the clouds, they had flown so high. And who should they see sitting there on a cloud? It was their friend Stephanie, who laughed out loud. She kissed them both and hugged them tight. "Are you going to stay? Can you spend the night?" All of the sudden, they heard angels clap. It was sweet little Sophie and Adam and Jack. They danced round in circles and shouted with glee, and had angel food cake with their afternoon tea. Alas, on the cloud there was no hair to be found, so Sophie made a rainbow for them to slide down. Splish splash! They landed in the middle of a lake, where up from the water rose a giant green snake. "Yum!" hissed the snake. "You look very tasty." "Oh, Megan," said Fairy, "let's get out of here hasty." Suddenly a flash came out of the sky. It was Superboy Gavin, who really could fly. He swooped them up quickly, each under one arm, and together they flew to a far-away farm. 'Twas the home of Lorcan the donkey, and Lorcan the lad, and lots of other donkeys, all happy and glad. They were all loved and cared for, with plenty of hay, sunshine, green grass, and a safe place to stay. "If you're looking for hair," the donkeys all said, "you can have some of ours to cover your head." Fairy tried on a tail and hid under a mane, but somehow or other it wasn't the same. "Ha! Oh, look, there's a circus. Let's go see the show." So off to the big top they decided to go. They were greeted at once by awesome Avo the clown. She danced and she smiled and she stood upside down. "Ha ha! Is that Lorcan with a fairy and elf? I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it myself. We're looking for hair for Frozen Fairy today. We thought in a circus we might find a way." With a flourish, Avo pulled out a wig, presented it to Fairy, and danced a wee jig. "Come on now, the circus is about to begin." They ran to the tent and all crowded in. They saw Max the magician and all gave a cheer. "Welcome, welcome," he called. "I'm glad you're all here." There were elephants, jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. There were dancers, magicians, and wonderful acts. The dancers danced in, led by Lily May, and this was the very best act of the day. Balloons fell from the rafters, confetti flew through the air. "Come and join in our dance, we all want to share." They danced and they danced until they were all quite dizzy, including the dancers taking Ava and Izzy. They all gathered hands and danced right on outside. "Forever friends!" all of them cried. Fairy still wasn't happy. She was really quite sad. Without any hair, she felt really bad. She had visions of beautiful curls or maybe a braid. Not hair from donkeys or clowns. She was really afraid. She slouched and she slumped and started to weep. I'll never, ever have hair I can keep. Hey, wait! Look over there! Megan gave out a yell. She hopped around pointing to an old wishing well. Never, ever give up! Super Gavin shouted out loud. We'll never give up. We'll all stand up proud. Never give up, they all sang together. No, we'll never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever. They ran to the princess sitting on the wall. She tossed in a coin and watched the coin fall. Then she stared at the sky and did nothing at all. What did you wish for? They wanted to know. Princess Erica looked at them with eyes all aglow. I wished for happiness, I wished for love, I wished for angels from heaven above. A bright light appeared, and a cloud floated down. Stephanie and the angels flew all around. Then Fairy got a big surprise. She simply couldn't believe her eyes. Princess Erica showed her head, and Megan did too. You see, they both said, we're as bald as you. She looked at her friends once again through new eyes and saw the beauty that came from inside. Happiness and beauty come from deep in the heart. Loving and caring is where it should start. She felt she was pretty from the inside out. Everyone was beautiful, she had no doubt. She wanted to dance, she wanted to sing, she wanted to share this wonderful thing. She didn't need gold or hair on her head. She had found something much better instead. She'd found the best gifts from heaven above: family, friends, faith, hope, and love.